Welcome to Burning of the Midnight Lamp, where we are dissecting music history, album by album, track by track. And the track we are looking into today is the 8th track on the Blade Runner soundtrack by Vangelis, Memories of Green. Please remember to like and subscribe to hear our other analyses from this album and other songs from other albums as well. We also have a podcast where we discuss the whole album from the recording process to how it connects to the film and so on. And we have a Patreon where you can join us on listening to the whole album from start to finish. My name is Frode.
My name is Chris.
My name is Even.
And let's go with Memories of Green. Yes, and then we have come to Memories of Green. We have come to the 8th track on Blade Runner. It is not an original song for either the movie or the album. It was originally published in 1980 for the album See You Later. But stylistic and the atmosphere of it all, it fits very well into the context of Blade Runner. And it's often recognized as, or maybe more associated with Blade Runner now than the original album. It's a piano-based piece, although the piano has been put through effects to make it sound both much older than it is, almost, I don't know, seasick feeling, I could say.
Yes, there's an article on a Blade Runner fan site from the 90s called Blade Zone, where they have an interview with, I think it's Raphael Preston, who was present. He said that they had a Steinway grand piano and they put it through an Electro-Harmonix Electric Mistress guitar flanger pedal. So it's the flanger sound that makes the piano sound different. And also by making it less perfect, makes it more interesting sonically.
And on top of that, you have all these blips and beeps, and the beginning it almost sounds like a hospital, a heart monitor, or
it kind of reminds me of the beginning also when he does the imaging thing in the main title song. I mean, it's when he's looking at this machine and
computer sounds, computer beeps at least.
Basically the computer beeps, yeah.
And after a while, you get these sort of buzzing, almost like a swarm of bees, or it creates a bit uncomfortable. I mean, it's a beautiful piano piece, but these electronics noises on top of it bring some discomfort into there, I would say.
Yeah, it's the combination of old and new that we see many other places in the movie and also in the soundtrack. We discussed the love theme. That's a more purer composition. It's very sweet. This is sweet, but it's very sentimental, but it also gets the edge with all the quirkiness and the noise. And the noise is not just here and there. It moves around your head almost in 3D when you hear it. It's like you're in an environment and you're picking up all these non-musical sounds. But the computer-ish sound, that is a computer-ish sound. Raphael Preston, he played this one of the first handheld electronic games, a Japanese product called Bambino UFO Master Blaster Station, according to the same article. And he was having to play this for the length of the piece without losing the game, because when you lost it, it made the most horrible noise imaginable.
Imagine the pressure.
Imagine the pressure, yes. How many takes did they? Well, but it's also treated, so you hear this electronic noise being bended and echoes and so on.
Creates a stark contrast between the warmth of the piano and the cold, futuristic sound of those computer noises.
But it's interesting, again, the positioning of the record on the album. It's, this is the song that fades into the Blade Runner blues, which we heard presently.
Yes, and here it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we should say something about where it's placed in the movie. It's a key scene where Deckard tells Rachel that her childhood memories are also known to him. He can list a couple of them, examples for her, and that is because she's a replicant and that her memories have been implanted.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Oh.
Supposed to say spoiler alert before.
We do it the opposite. Well, it's only 30 minutes or so into the movie, and that of course triggers some emotions and sadness on Rachel's part, and that's where this music comes in and makes us feel the same feelings that she has. So it's a key scene, and as we've probably mentioned before, it's the track that I think it was the track that made Ridley reach out to Vangelis, because he or Terry Rollins, the editor, wanted to use this track in the movie, and it grew from there.
And the title, "The Memories of Green." I mean, it's there are very little green in the movie. It's really dark. I mean, you don't see any trees or anything.
No.
I mean, it's only in the
Only the neon signs.
Yeah, and maybe in the unicorn scene where you actually see some greenery.
Yeah.
But I mean, you pick up on that in the sequel movie also. I mean, the green thing. I mean, where they have these greenhouses, and so it's coming back.
But it's interesting that the title is "Memories of Green," and of course, the scene is all about memories.
Yeah.
And because after the dialogue with Rachel, and Deckard sits and looks at some photos, and then he goes to the balcony with his whiskey, and we get the Blade Runner blues.
Yeah. Ridley also used a song in yet another movie, but then in an orchestral version. A movie called "Someone to Watch Over Me" from 1987. Yeah, and I don't think there's that much more to add about this song or this track, so we'll end it there. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel if you want more discussions like this on the other tracks from Blade Runner, and also other tracks by other artists and albums as well. It's only for us to thank you all for watching us, and it's time to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.